Good day. I'm officially jobless. So to cut it short, I'm a nurse and I am unemployed. So reason is that due to some personal reasons, I had to part ways with my employer. So the overall experience now being a jobless bum is really a mixture. So on one hand, I feel some form of relief because I don't have to go to work. But on the other hand, you feel uncertain, anxiety because you don't really know what you want to do with your life. So for me, when I was working, to be honest, right? Of course, I wish I didn't have to work. When you had a job, you have to wake up early, squeeze in the train, rush to work, that rat race game that you always hated to play, and you wish you were out of the rat race, you don't have to work. But then the day when you are jobless, when you no longer have a job, it hits you differently, really. So it's like suddenly there's a huge void in my life. There's like a huge space, emptiness in my life. Like I suddenly have so much time, I don't know what to do with it. So I always wanted to achieve financial independence early. They call it the FIRE movement. Financial independence, retire early. So that's why I always started investing early, save aggressively, try to hit the million portfolio so I can retire early. But when that day really comes, the point whereby you have achieved it, the feeling and the expectation and all you have planned is very different from reality. It's like when you hit that point, suddenly it's like, it's not what I expected. I should be smiling, happy, partying, all this since I have achieved financial independence. No need to work. So it's just like, going to school, you go study, you practice your skill in the university classroom setting. But when you go to real life, the workplace, right, it's a total different game. The things you learn in school, suddenly you feel that it's not applicable in real life. It's like totally different feeling, which is what I'm experiencing now. So I honestly don't know what is my moving forward plan also. I need to be honest, I also not too sure what to do next now. I have some thoughts, maybe I can, go feed the cats or dogs. I think it's quite fun, right? Or maybe even feed the pigeons. Or maybe I can, go play computer games or, learn a musical skill. Or maybe, go become a streamer or a dancer. And honestly, I'm also not very sure. Okay, I'm still figuring out like what some of you are trying to figure out your life. So, for now, I think what I can do to occupy my time is probably clean my house, and maybe go for some walks or exercise or try to do something, to at least occupy my time now. Mm, maybe I can create more content on YouTube also. I also not so sure. I'm passionate in the stock market, but I also can't possibly spend like 10, 12 hours a day on the stock market. And even if I want to, right, the stock market is only open on like Monday to Friday. Then what do I do on Saturday, Sunday? What? Just stare at the screen, man. Can't be, right? So final thoughts is for those of you, okay, who are planning to retire early, don't want to work, that kind of stuff, right? Do think carefully and plan carefully, because you don't want to just retire from your job. You want to retire to something that you are passionate about and you can do it. And most importantly, right, the things that you want to retire to, want to do, should occupy a bulk of your time. Because you work every day, normal job is like 8 to 5. You work almost like what? 10 hours a day, that kind of stuff for like 5 days a week. If the passion or the interest you are, working on only takes up about 1 to 2 hours a day, that is not enough. You need something that can take up most of your time, okay? Like at least 10 to 12 hours, that kind. If not, you will end up like me, not knowing what to do, or like very lost that kind. So I appreciate you watching this video. And okay, and if you have any idea or suggestion on what I should do with my life, please give me your ideas. And of course, if let's say you can retire today, what would you do with your spare time?